Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video I wanted to showcase to you all and give you guys my opinions and perspective of this new S19K Pro. This was sent to me from cryptominerbros.com. Thank you guys so much for sending this for review here. This is a Bitcoin ASIC miner that does 120 terahash at around, in my case, 2,876 watts. Okay, and my ambient temperature right now is around 101. Granted, I have been running this for the past, I don't know, 6 hours as of recording this video, or 5 hours. And yeah, I'm getting about, it seems like average around 120 to 122 terahash on this model here. So pretty efficient. I want to compare a bunch of stuff in this video, especially against the S21 and maybe some other models out there. And just want to give you guys my opinion about buying one of these versus maybe buying an S21, as there is the Bitcoin Halving coming up. And I want to talk about maybe some potential firmware I want to try on this S19K, that there may be some special firmware that might be better for this S19K versus, you know, maybe buying a S19 XP, which has a lot of issues. Okay, I've been hearing a lot of stories that people have had a lot of issues with the S19 XP. Okay, not the S19K Pro, which seems to fare a lot better from what I've been hearing out on the internet. So mine hasn't died yet. It's been going pretty good. It's not at the advertised 2,760 watts, but looks like I'm using another 115 watts extra compared to what they advertise. But I'm guessing that's because of around my ambient temperatures right now. This thing, the fans are running a lot higher. You guys can probably hear it in the background. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my opinion here. I did a how-to video just before recording this video now. It's gonna show up on Crypto Miner Bros YouTube channel. So for anyone that wants to, you know, learn how to set this up, I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching me already know how to set up an ASIC miner. It's extremely easy. The web GUI is like the exact same as all the other Bitmain ASICs. As you guys can see here, it's very similar, S19K. I did see if I could firmware update it in terms of the Bitmain stock firmware, but there is no update for it yet. That's just the initial stock firmware on Bitmain's website. So yeah, that hasn't changed, but otherwise, it's very similar as other ASICs out there, other Bitmain ASICs. It's got 3 hash boards. These are my temperatures right now, okay, around there. So you can see the inlet temp and outlet temp in my environment here. Actually, when I first started the miner, maybe the first hour or two, when my ambient temperature was much better, much lower, okay, I was able to get around 2780, almost 2800 watts. So as now, my ambient temperature has been rising. Okay, it looks like it's going down now. I don't know why. That's weird. Actually, I did move this meter. This thermometer was actually down here. So it was a lot hotter. It's a lot hotter in this area. As I moved it up here, it's a little bit cooler. But anyways, besides the point, this general area has been hot. My environment is hot. So depending on where you have one of these S19K Pros, it's gonna vary in power consumption. I just wanted to give you guys that disclaimer there. All right, now, let's talk about, for anyone that is deciding to buy one of these. And so Crypto Miner Bros has this for sale for $2,049. And I wanted to do a comparison because there is the new Bitmain S21 Bitcoin miner, which is slated to be coming out Q1 or Q2 of 2024. All right, so pretty much a good, potentially in a couple months or maybe in a good 6 months. Who knows if Bitmain is gonna have a delay on these. But the price right now in Crypto Miner Bros is $38.99. Okay, so with the S19K Pro, which is available pretty much week delivery, okay, everything that you see on their prices here, it's all in pricing, duties and taxes. Okay, so what I want to really compare here is S19K Pro, 120 terahash, this power consumption, averaging, okay, I'm gonna say more so probably the higher end for home residential miners, or maybe even bigger miners that have higher temperatures, that I'm getting this should be a 23 watt per hash. Okay, that's what they advertise it at. But if I were to, let's just say, you know, move this up a bit, let's just say 28, I'm getting 2875 or 2880, okay? Let's just put 2880 here. That's gonna move the efficiency up to about 24. Okay, granted, it looks like I am getting 2 more terahash on this model, Silicon Lottery. So pretty much 23. Anyways, besides the point is I wanted to compare. So the S19 XP, I don't recommend this one. Seems like a lot of people are having issues with this one. I've seen that the hobbyist miner had the issue with his S19 XP. Actually, I have had issues with my S19 XP as well, but it was kind of a fan issue. But more often than not, I've heard a lot of people have had their issues with S19 XP. That's pretty close in efficiency, but it does, you know, 140 terahash at 3,300 watts I have had sometimes as well. There is a new Desert miner. Now, I don't know many people that have these, but this does 200 at 4,400 watts, which is quite a lot. And that's just only 2 points efficiency better than the S19K. Okay, I don't know how much this Desert is. I think it's $5,000 or $7,000 or something. But anyways, I want to really compare this to the S21, the Bitmain S21, which does 200 terahash at about 3550 watts. All right, so that's going to be an efficiency of 17.75, all right, watt per hash. So that is very efficient, right? That is very efficient. Now, if we were to compare the dollar per terahash, the S19K at the moment is a better buy. The lower the price per terahash. So if you were deciding to get either the S21s or the S19K Pros, in my opinion, all right, here's where I'm more so talking about against the Bitcoin Halving, which is coming up in about May or April of 2024. Okay, so the Bitcoin Halving is coming. So for those that don't know, the Bitcoin Halving is pretty much, the block reward reduction is going from 6.25 blocks now. It'll be going down to 3.125 in about April or May. It's going to depend on the speed of Bitcoin, how many, you know, miners are going to come online, difficulty, all that kind of stuff by then. I'm assuming it's going to start going up because the Bitcoin network hash rate at the time of recording is 437 exahash. That is quite insane. That is, yeah, new all-time highs probably every single day. But yeah, it's continuing to go up and up and up. So when that comes about, right, if people are considering on buying one of these, that you have to understand the risk. The biggest risk is that there's a halving coming, okay? And that there is potentially that if Bitcoin's price doesn't appreciate, which in past history it hasn't appreciated after the halving. Usually it kind of goes down. So if that's the case, then you'll have to understand that potentially that buying these types of ASIC miners now could go down in price, right? We just don't know, right? That could be a possibility. But another thing to consider is if you were to buy this now and you get it in week delivery, right, from Crypto Miner Bros or wherever you buy it, that you could be mining with this right now, right? You could be mining with this S19K Pro right now, as of right now, for the halving, right? Before even getting a S21, the S21 slated to come out in Q1 or Q2 of 2024. Okay, so if you were to, you know, spend this type of money now to pre-order one of these, you know, almost pretty much $4,000, you could buy 2 of these, you know, S19K Pros, get like 240 terahash versus one 200 terahash. Granted, this is more efficient, but you would be able to mine with these S19K Pros now versus, you know, in a couple months or maybe 6 months of this S21, right? Who knows if Bitmain's gonna have a delay. So that's something to consider versus if you were to buy the S19K Pro now or the S21, okay? So I'm always gonna get mixed up. There's S19s, S19 over the past, you know, couple years. Now it's S21. Okay, that's gonna be the new flagship miner. So, but a lot of things to consider. Potentially, I wonder, right, S19K Pro, there is a potential firmware that could help with efficiency. I want to try the Luxor firmware, all right? So there's something that, you know, it says, they say here it has better thermal design, increasing longevity and overclocking potential. So I wonder if, you know, in the next couple months that there could be a lot more efficiency attained for the S19K Pro. Okay, so the actual profitability of this S19K Pro as of right now, as of recording, it's about mid-October. This 120 terahash model at, you know, this power consumption, I put 2800, just averaging here, 0.1, so 10-cent kilowatt hour. Okay, so not many people have, you know, 10-cent kilowatt hour anymore, I know, but the profitability is pretty much, I would say, breaking even. Okay, so 51 cents right now on this S19K Pro, right? As of recording, I think Bitcoin is $27,000. So for those, I guess, mainly a lot of bigger players in the space, industrial miners are potentially going to buy these S19K Pros because maybe they have a lot lower electricity prices, thus they will be profitable with these models. Now, as a home miner, it's a lot harder, right? Because our electricity prices at home are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cents per kilowatt hour. And I just showed you that at the current price of Bitcoin, it's pretty much, you know, breaking even around these times. But the thing to understand is if you were to buy these types of hardware right now, that this S19K Pro, right, in the bull runs, these things could go up to $10,000, $15,000, right? That's pretty much like the ultimate mining strategy, is to buy hardware when it's not profitable, to buy hardware when you're at least breaking even. You could be paying your electricity bill out of pocket, then you can be hodling the Bitcoin and also hodling this type of hardware that it could price appreciate in the bull run. Okay, that I'm not saying the bull run's gonna happen next year, right? It's not gonna happen tomorrow, but maybe in the next, you know, 2 years, 2 to 3 years or something, that you could then flip this ASIC miner that you bought for $2,000 while at the same time mining, okay? And then if you can, financially can, pay your electrical bill out of pocket and waiting to price appreciate on Bitcoin. And also that when profitability comes back, when the price appreciation of Bitcoin comes back, that this S19K Pro will be profitable. Thus, this miner could be worth more than what you bought it for, obviously. Okay, so that's pretty much the long-term play regarding, you know, purchasing these S19K Pros now, which, you know, I think it's a good price if you were to compare it to past history. But, you know, there's a lot of things at play. We don't know if the Fed is going to start lowering interest rates, if you know, the money printer go burr is going to start happening, retail investment is going to start coming back into play, then people are going to start getting into assets, right? Then that means, you know, potentially Bitcoin could go up again. You know, a lot of things to consider. We just don't know. You know, timing the market is always pretty hard. And, you know, I'm not a trader or anything like that. I can't give you guys financial advice. This is not financial advice. All I can do is give you guys the information here. And yeah, a lot of things to consider regarding if you want to get into ASIC mining or not, Bitcoin mining, that is, which I'd have to say, yep, this S19K Pro is pretty good, efficient at this current time. Of course, S21s are coming out. They're looking pretty nice. The efficiency looks really good, of course, but granted, like I said before, if you want to mine Bitcoin right now, this would probably be the best buy in my opinion versus the S21, which the risk is, I don't know if it's going to come out in Q1 or Bitmain's going to have a delay, all that kind of stuff. Okay, my friends, that's it for this video. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know your guys' thoughts of this S19K Pro. If you guys think this is a good buy or not, let me know down below. There's my power consumption. And yeah, it's been going pretty good. Seems to be pretty stable. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.